Tomorrow I did a ranking of all of the Pixar movies. Now here is them in order from worst to best. So we'll start off with the worst. Number 27, The Good Dinosaur. I did not like the characters. I did not like every single inch of it. It was terrible. Next movie, Lightyear. I did not understand why they decided to make this movie. I mean, you could have just created Toy Story 5. Well, they were creating Toy Story 5, but Lightyear, I also hated it, so the fans had to make it. Man, of course they will need to turn it into a gay movie. Anyways, number 25, Cars 2. I never understand that how they decided to turn a whole franchise about racing into a spy movie. Number 24, The Incredibles 2. I honestly think that The Incredibles 2 would just need to be stayed at a 1. I don't think it needs a sequel. Plus, the sequel itself was really bad. The villain is very weak. They changed around the characters. One thing I forgot to say about Cars 2 is that they turned Mater into the main character. Here, Elastigirl is the main character. God. Number 23, Brave. I didn't understand. See, this is the only Pixar princess movie, and the worst princess movie of Disney. Up. This movie is overrated. And it's good to be at number 22. I actually wanted to put it at number 27. The only reason I didn't put it was because the starting was very good. The rest of the movie, trash. I do not understand this entire hype. Now, Toy Story 4. I don't think that Toy Story 4 did not need to exist. Heck, not even a Toy Story 5, but apparently Toy Story 3 wasn't supposed to be the end. Apparently one of the directors said that, so okay. Number 20, A Bug's Life. I did not understand A Bug's Life like at all. Number 19, Finding Dory. This is just a rip-off version of Finding Nemo. Like, nothing's good in this. Number 18, Monsters University. The first movie, Monsters Inc. was a good movie. This, I cannot say the same thing. Luca, number 17. Honestly, this movie is mid. It's like very average. It's also kind of bad. It's mid. You get the point. Number 16, Onward. This is the world's most forgettable movie. Like, I almost forgot to put this on the list when I was creating the tier list. Number 15, Elemental. It's just the fire and water coming on, but this is actually a good movie. Now we're getting to the good ones. Toy Story 4. It was pretty good. However, it wasn't as good as Cars 3, number 13. Honestly, I think this movie gets too much hate. I like it. Soul at number 12. Why do people hate this? I love it. Number 11, you have Finding Nemo. I remember I said in our tier list that I did not like this. I still put it in high. Honestly, I think that most of the innovation era movies were pretty good. Number 10, Toy Story, the one that started it all. So story is good, Buzz Lightyear is my favorite, and yeah, that's it. Also, the villain was also pretty good. Monsters Inc., number 9. I liked the story. The only part that I didn't like was the fact that there was kissing. Yeah, I hate that part. Number 8, Turning Red. I think this movie gets too much hate. Like, I don't think it needs to get a lot of hate. You get the point. Number 7, Inside Out. I had a really low expectations for this. Surprisingly, it was actually pretty good. Number 6, Toy Story 3. I like this. It's the best Toy Story out of all of them. My cousin was literally angry at me because she thought that Toy Story 3 was the worst. My opinion, Toy Story 3 is the best out of like all of the Toy Stories. Not the best movie or heck of a Pixar movie. Number 5, The Incredibles. Honestly, I just see the only reason I put this super high is because even adults can watch this. Like, even adults that don't really watch animated films, they can really relate to this. Number 4, Coco. Saddest movie of all time. I cried at the end, like literally. Number 3, Ratatouille. Honestly, I was really surprised that Ratatouille was that good. I always heard that Ratatouille was the best film. I never really believed it. Now that I've watched it, those guys are right. Number 2, Wall-E. The movie was actually pretty good. Never knew that robots could make me cry. And number 1, Cars. My channel literally tells that I'm a Cars fan. This movie is so good. Like, the characters are good, the racing part was intelligent. The only part I didn't like was when Doc was starting to become angry. Yeah. So yeah, that's enough of my tier list. Well, not tier list, ranking. Okay, goodbye.